Welcome to Feelings Not Included podcast. It's a podcast where we keep it 100% real about 100% real shit. Today we got Cho in this bitch, so we audio only. But what's going down, my guy?
Yes, Cho One in the building was good with you, my man.
Chilling, man. I know we be on Facebook, kind of going back and forth with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out the dating game, and I know you in it, right? And so I just wanted to get you on real quick as just a quick test run, man. I ain't gonna hold you all night because I know it is late, but I wanted to get your take on dating in 2023 because again, my perspective is skewed at best.
Man, hey, look, you be seeing my post, bro. Wait, hold on. Can we cuss?
Oh,
Or we got
all
to keep
day,
it
bro,
home?
all day. Fuck it.
Man, listen, bro. It's fucked up out here. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up out here. And I ain't gonna say like this for everybody, and I ain't gonna never say all, because I don't know everybody. I don't know the whole world. But it's like based on my experiences, based on my research, and what I've been tapping into, is men across the globe saying that man, it's fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, no doubt.
I mean, the women too. They saying it's fucked up. Like the women complaining too. Like everybody's complaining about the dating game. It's like it's trash nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But it's for different reasons. The men have their reasons why they feel it's trash, and the women have their reasons why they feel it's trash.
So I'm not gonna sit there and bullshit you. When I first started this little journey, if you will, I was really on. I'm gonna say team women, right? Like I was like, man, motherfuckers out here, dudes out here, and they not carrying their weight, they not doing what they need to do. One of my guys be on me. He's like, man, you really gotta dig into this shit, man. You don't know what it's like. So I started digging into it, right? I immersed myself in social media. I got into all the shit that's going on. Obviously, I ain't going on no dates or no shit like that, but I
Right.
dug into it, and bro, I posted a couple times. I'm like, man, ladies, I be out here fighting for y'all, but then I look at your fucking Facebook, and you got me realizing I'm out here fighting a losing battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, my guy be like, man, these chicks be having good dudes, and they don't want to fuck with good dudes, and then they'll leave a good dude for a motherfucker they know ain't gonna fuck with them. I had a little chick on the other day, Crystal, and she was a prime example, right? She had a great husband, right? She met this dude when she was 19. He had, she had two kids before him. They got together, got married, had another one, and she bailed on bro, right? And now, what I'm saying, she's some dude's side piece, a loyal side piece at that, right?
Man.
So I'm wrong, bro. I did you know, my guy again. You know me, man. I'm married to a white chick. Been married to her for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? But I've been an advocate out here fighting for black women, and my guy, like, bro, you're not seeing this shit in reality. So again, I jumped in, started looking. I'm like, it's. I mean, and it's across all races, right? But my guy is adamant about black women because he loved black women. He said, now, he ain't dating shit else, but he's like, man, it's getting hard, bro. And so I'm looking at it, and he talking that passport bro shit, and so I had to dig into that because I didn't know what the fuck that was either. You know what I'm saying? So he put me up on game, but it's
Right.
it's wild out here, man. I mean, I don't know if again, my situation's different. If you ain't dating a single mom, you ain't dating because that's damn near all that's out here.
That's definitely all that's out here for the most part. And then it depends on what age bracket we talking, especially, we older, so we older guys. I'm 46, about to be 47. So it's like, shit, I mean, more than likely, the women I date, they gonna have kids, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Either they're gonna be closer to my age range and their kids gonna be damn near grown, or if I date a younger chick, maybe like 10 years younger than me, 15 years, like 30, 35, like she got kids and her kids is younger. So it's like, and that's a whole nother category right there, like a whole nother level of a
Ooh.
conversation, because it's like dating a single mom and what come along with that. You know what I'm saying?
No
So we
doubt.
can talk, we can get into all of that if you want to, but we
Oh
gotta break
shit.
it down in segments, like, you know what I'm saying?
However you want to split it, fam. I'm down. We can fuck with the single mom shit, right? Because I agree with you, right? I'm 47, and I'm looking
Right,
at I'm
the
looking at my
same age.
homies and my and I just turned 47 last month, so yeah, so I'm fresh. But I look at my homies and they in that same shit. They like, bro, if I date a chick my age, she got kids that are probably grown and got grandkids, so now I'm instantly a granddaddy, right? That I
Right,
don't want to
right.
be. Or I date a younger chick, right? She got little kids in the house running around, or when I say little, I mean, under the age of 15, right? You know what I'm saying? Or you go a little younger and she got newborns, or if she ain't got no kids, she want to have one, so you back in the mix. So yeah, it's crazy, but go ahead, spit on it,
Right.
bro.
So I'm trying to remember everything you were saying so we can break it down. So like in the beginning when you said like when your man was like what was the beginning part? He
So
said about no. You said first you was advocating for women, right?
yeah, I was advocating for women hard, bro. I was out here like, man, dudes ain't shit, dudes weak, and all this other shit, and And my guy, like, bro, you got to
So
look at
so
it.
so look, let's touch on that for a minute. Let's tap on that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I understand the whole niggas is fuck ups. When I say niggas, I don't necessarily mean niggas as in black men. I mean like all men.
I,
We all fucked up. A lot of us done fucked up. We done cheated.
right,
We done ran the streets. We done did our bullshit, whatever. And I agree. A lot of us men, we fucked up. No, hands down. I don't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But we've been getting us men. We've been getting dogged out for years. It's no secret that if you go back through history, all the little talk shows, the Ricky Lakes, the little what's the one lady, the black, like it was so many little TV shows
right.
and
All
talk
of them,
shows, and
all of them,
they talking about the black man, this and that, the man, the men, the men, the men. Like we've been talked about for decades. You know what I'm saying?
no doubt.
We've been examined for decades, but it's like, okay, cool, we'll take that. We'll take that on the chin. A lot of us did fuck up. A lot of us was on some bullshit. That's a fact. Okay, but then what happens when you examine the women though?
Ooh,
See, it's like as men, we done been examined for so long, and the magnifying glass put on us to where it's like the women got a chance to kind of slide through the cracks and skate through and skate by, like because it was all about us.
right,
But now that the magnifying glass is on the woman, oh, it's a whole different ballgame now. Now the women are starting to get exposed because it's a lot of men who, goddamn it, who was good dudes back in the day who tried to do the right thing and got with a woman and she goddamn it was cheating or she didn't had a baby, he ain't the real father. And we've been sitting on Jerry Springer and Maury for years, like you are not the father. Like niggas raising kids ain't even theirs. Like
bro. My guy got hit with
these
a
women
three
been
piece.
scandalous. You know what I'm saying?
My guy got hit with a three piece, bro. He had three of them, and she got mad at him one day. And was like, "That's why these kids ain't yours." Like on some humbug shit. He went and got him tested, and she wasn't telling no fucking lies.
All three?
All three of them, bro.
Oh shit.
Right. I just
Damn.
when bro told me, I just tapped him on the back like, "Shit, I'm probably gonna miss you because I know what I would have did." You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I know
what?
what I would have. I'd be in that spot. But my bad. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying though, bro. It's like this type of shit been going on since the beginning. It's like just like men was out here doing their bullshit, women was too. But like I said, it's like w- society assumes that all their women, they're a good woman, they work and come home and blah 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 and cook and clean, take care of the kids. Like they ain't goddamn it get no dick on the side, or they ain't cheating, or they ain't unsatisfied, or they ain't whatever. It's like they've been doing since the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Man, no
And
doubt.
so when you start doing your research and tapping into this shit, bro, you will start to see like it's a fucked up game. But I'm saying like so many of us men were so out here doing our bullshit that we wasn't even really examining women on that level. A lot of us. I know I wasn't because like me personally, like in my past, I used to be out here running the streets, cheating, doing what I was doing. It's like I was a good dude, but it's like I still had my ways about me where it's like I wasn't the best boyfriend. And I
Right, but that's
definitely was
part of
cheating, you know what I'm
growing,
saying?
right? That's part of growing, right? We learn from our mistakes, and I mean that's part. I'm not making an excuse for no dude because women
Mhm.
have done some fucked up shit too, and I ain't giving them a pass on growing all the way. But I feel what you're
But it,
saying, right?
but
You
but it, but it, but it, but
recognize,
it was wrong. It was wrong, and that's part of my story now. When I talk my shit, is like when somebody tap into my story, it's like I was dead ass wrong for that. Like I had good women. I know how to choose and pick good women. You know what I'm saying? With good qualities, at least good enough is from what I can see. Like what it's like, I had some good women in my past, but it's like I was out here being a dog ass nigga, cheating, doing what I was doing. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't proud of it, and it's like I fucked up. I made a lot of bad choices. You know what I'm saying? Like and I deserve to be um I deserve to be judged for that. However you want to word it, it's like I
held
deserve for
accountable,
motherfucker to
right?
yeah. There we go. There we go. Boom. I'm held accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? Now this would took me into a whole another world. Okay, so boom. So eventually, going through the shit I went through, whatever, whatever. A lot of shit went on. A lot of different things. Some things I ain't gonna really touch on, but it's like so I got to a point where I started looking in the mirror like, you know what? Cho, listen, nigga, I wasn't happy where my life was going, the direction it was going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm maturing, I'm growing as a man. I'm having kids and shit. I got three baby mamas. I'm like, nigga, you got to do something different, nigga, because you ain't get the best results. You know what I'm saying?
But you course
And
corrected, right? You realize it.
exactly. At some point, it took me a while. I was like, damn, like I was like. in my 30s, early mid 30s or whatever. Like, but it's yeah. I eventually, you know what I'm saying. So I flipped the script and I looked in the mirror and I changed my ways and I just kind of like I revamped my whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I did, I got a chance to see things from a different angle. Now I can see things through a different lens where it's like, okay, I was the bad guy over here. I was the Pookie Ray nigga, the Tyrone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was that. And I seen how it's like I was the no good nigga. They love my dirty jaws. Now I'm trying to be the good guy. Man, these chicks don't really want that. A lot of, I ain't gonna say all. They don't really
Most
want the
of them
good
don't,
guy.
bro.
It's like, but I'm gonna tell you what I ran into. Like, so when a man happens to tighten up and get on his shit and get all the way, and I ain't saying I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect. I'm saying, but it's like when I started to tighten up a little more and get more on my shit and be a little more accurate with my, how I move. Now I'm able to put the magnifying glass on a woman. I'm able to examine her a little more. And see, most women, they're not used to a man doing that. They used to the Pookie Ray, Jody baby boy ass niggas who they could talk shit about, nigga, you
Right.
ain't this, you ain't blah, blah, blah. I'm a good woman. I work, cook, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but what happens when you got a good man that he's on point? Now he can look at you and say, I mean, you clean, but you ain't really cleaning good enough or how you should be. Like I could point out a lot of different shit how your cleaning is kind of not up to par. You know what I'm saying? Or your cooking. Is you cooking healthy enough meals for your family? Food is what sustains life. So it's like, is you
Right.
really cooking us healthy meals? Is you really spending time with the kids for real? For real? Like, is you about your health? Is you about your career? Is you trying to evolve or is you complacent? Is you about your weight? Like you done gain weight, you fat now. It's like, so now we can examine the women and they're not used to a man examining them.
You know what? I saw a post, somebody, a little meme or whatever. Somebody put a picture up, and it was like, women are out here telling Lizzo you gorgeous, and it had a smiling face. They said, but if you tell that same woman you look like Lizzo, they frown up at you, right? Like, damn, I thought that
Come
was
on,
gorgeous,
man.
right? So I
That's what they. It's this whole feminist movement. When you a big, out of shape, overweight woman, it's like, oh, it's body positivity. Is you a BBW? Like us men, we talk. If we not good enough, we got to go out here and get out the
improve,
mud.
right,
We taught this from kids though,
right,
nigga. If you ain't good enough, you can't make the football team. If you ain't good enough, you ain't making the basketball
right.
team. Nigga, go get your weight up
You
and
want
holler
better,
back.
be better. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. If you want the chicks, nigga, if you want the whatever, go get your money up, go get your game, go get your whatever. We got to become better. You know what I'm saying? So we
Right.
already taught this young, like we already know what tough love is. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But these
absolutely.
women, they've been coddled so much and pandered to. Is like it's different, bro. It's like everything is like it's crazy. It's a whole man. Listen, I ain't going. I ain't falling for that. We in the matrix right now, and I ain't going for the bullshit.
No, and I feel you, bro. And like I said, it took me a while. It took me to look at it, right? Because I'm like, man, it can't be what these cats is saying. But then I sat
Right.
back, right? So I sat back. So we be having parties at the crib, and she got a little bar in the basement. I got to get you over here for that too. But
Mhm.
so we be chilling, have little get-togethers and shit, and we got a little party going. And as the night died down, as it get later, it's like 2, 3 in the morning. It's just probably 5, 6 of us left. We just shooting the shit. And one of the chicks here is legit talking about how she got a stupid body, right? So she's like, hey, my whole life
Mhm.
dudes been on me, they fuck with me in my body. I don't like to be judged on my body, blah blah blah. Right? She's a little taller chick. But then she look at my guy that's short. He was trying to spit at her. She's like, man, I'll put you in a backpack and carry you. And I thought to myself, you
Mm.
just got done complaining about your whole life, people talking about your body, and then you turn around to this motherfucker and make a joke about him being short.
And do the same exact
I
shit.
said,
That's how they do, bro. It's like it's like if we have standards, we tripping or we're massaging this or we woman bash or we blah blah blah. But he gotta have 6 feet, the 666.
so
Women, he
so
gotta be 6 feet tall, have a six pack, have 6 figures. Like, you know what I'm saying? It
so
definitely gotta be good in the bedroom. So it's like he
uh,
gotta be packing. So it's like they can
right,
have all
right,
these
right.
standards, but when we wanna have standards, are we tripping?
So I think that's interesting because my boy be saying the same shit. Man, they want to, what I'm saying, they want to fuck 6 feet tall, 6 pack, 6 figures. I say, yeah, but who they fucking? Let's keep it real. That they baby daddy don't match that. None of the cats they
Right.
fucking with match that. I'm like, bro, that's that. In my opinion, they just talking shit. Like if you asked me to design my perfect car, that's just not gonna be what I'm driving, right? But I know I ain't gonna have
Right,
that,
right,
right?
right.
So I from my perspective, that's how I look at it. I'm like, man, that's just bullshit they speaking. Because every chick I know that's like, I need to do that 6 feet tall, make 6 figures is fucking with a dude that's 5'4" and barely getting by. right? No knock to the dude
Right.
that's 5'4" and barely getting by. You know what I'm saying? No knock at him at all. What I'm saying is they not truthful with the shit they saying, but they put it out there enough to run cats off. You know what I'm saying? But I
Exactly.
do see a lot of the, and like you mentioned, if a dude ain't smashing good, right? I done had chicks tell, man, I like dude, but he ain't got enough. I'm like, damn, right? That's all bro got. He can't make it no bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly. That's what he was born
that
with.
we
It's like he
born with.
can't help it.
But if he said,
Yeah.
man, you too big, go to the gym and lose some weight, she gonna flip the fuck out, even though she can actually do that.
Exactly. And they don't look at that though. And then when you look at the woman's body part down there, not trying to be too explicit, but like if you
Right.
look at her shit, it's like the way the shit is really designed biologically or scientifically, however you want to word it, is like a normal size vagina can only handle so much anyway.
So,
So
so
if she want a nigga that's goddamn at 15 feet long, it's like your shit wore out in anyway.
so that's another thing, right? If a cat say anything about a chick, like, oh, you don't got enough dick, or you gay, or like you can't, if like for instance, okay, me personally, I like a bigger woman, right? I like a woman with more curve. I don't the that's just who I am, right? I used to fight that shit
Mhm.
mentally. I'm like, I don't want to like this shit, but I like it, right? I fought myself, like, damn, why I
Right.
like this shit, but that's what I like. I stopped fighting that shit. I'm like, I love it, fuck it. But if you don't like it, oh, you gotta be gay or you got a small dick or whatever. It's crazy that if you don't like something about a woman, not all women. Let me clarify because I know somebody gonna hear that. Be like, oh, he said all women. No, but a lot of the women today, if you don't like something about them, then there's something wrong with you. Like you can't say I don't date this type of woman. A woman can say I don't date short men, I don't date fat men, I don't date tall men, I don't date
Broke men, they
broke.
don't, they,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got to have all type of shit like.
But if
But
you
that's what they do,
say
man. They try to shame us.
right,
But and that's why I fuck with Kevin Samuels, man. I know it sounds cliche nowadays, but I was in tune with this type of uh these blah, ideologies. I'm sipping, my bad.
not me too, but I didn't know what the
I
fuck you was saying.
Yeah, I've been in tune with these type of ideologies and this type of dialogue and all this type of shit. I've been in tune with this way before Kevin came along.
Okay.
Um, just so happens it's like Kevin kind of just like he was more popular and kind of coined things or whatever. So it's like, but and not saying I agree 100% with him because I don't agree 100% with nobody. I don't
Right.
think because I'm my own man. But it's like he said a lot of valid shit. But when he said that the women they what do you call it? He said uh shame, insults, guilt. Oh, he called it sign language.
Signs, I think, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. He wasn't lying when he said that. Like women don't want to be wrong at all. They'll argue you down to death, no matter what it is. They're gonna have an excuse about some shit. They're gonna say they're
But
gonna try to shame you, or you must be gay, or who hurt you, and all this. Like
right, right.
they do it to me. I talk my shit. They do it to me. Oh, who hurt you? Or you okay over there, bro? And they little corny ass shit is like because
bro,
they fit the description. The hit dog or holler is like they fit the description. They bullshit. Most of them single anyway. Can't find a good man to stay in life. But it's like they want to try to shame us because now we tired of bullshit. A lot of men is finally stepping up saying, you know what? We some good men. We good dudes, and we want a good quality woman. But it's like, man, these bitches out here is for the streets. You know what I'm saying?
right. And it's crazy because you know what I'm saying. Like they can't come at me like that, right? Because I've been in a relationship for a long ass time. So what
Right.
they do is they pick some. Oh, you like when I start talking to some chicks, like I was talking to crazy. I was talking to the sister. She said something. I'm like, you're wrong. Let me explain. She tried to come at me with some shit. She was like, I was like, I proved her wrong. I'm like, you're wrong in this. She said, what? Don't matter. You married to a white chick. I'm like, that's what we doing, right? And then the next fucking day, bro, she posted like, sisters need to be out here expanding they dating. I'm looking at a white dude. I'm like, I comment. I'm like, damn, you just yesterday told me I was wrong. Now you promoting it and all your girls are signing on. It's crazy. It's hard. Like I look at that shit and I'm like, I'm guilty of it, right? Because when I raised my son, I'm like, hey, hands off your sister. I raised my son just because that's how I was raised, right? Like,
Hmm.
don't yeah, your sister hit you, don't hit her back, right? Be nice. She's a girl. Essentially based on purely on the sex of the person. We were raised that way. Protect your little sister.
Right.
Don't hit your sister back, right? Yeah, no, just leave her alone when she talked a little bit of shit. Leave her alone, whatever the case may be. And we grew up, and they grew up, right? Because that's how most of them, most of us were raised where they
Hmm.
can really a lot of them can do no wrong, right? And then I
Right.
start to meet some chicks as I'm starting to do the podcast and shit like that, who are accountable and are willing to say, listen, women have made some mistakes, right? Not all women, but every, and it's fucked up. I gotta say not all women, but I don't ever say not all men. See, that's another thing that I'm guilty of, right? Because that's what society tells me,
Right,
right? So
right.
I'm catching myself. But when you when you get a chick that's willing to hold herself and other women accountable, then she's a pick me, which I don't know about that term because I think everybody want to be picked. Shit, maybe I'm wrong, right? But at the point of dating, you want to get picked by somebody or pick somebody. Like that's kind of the deal. But um, it's a crazy game, bro. And again, I'm looking at it from the outside looking in, right? I'm looking, and I'm different, right? I don't trip on the chicks. Again, I'm not single, so maybe that's different. But I wouldn't trip on a
Mhm.
chick's body count to a certain extent, right? You just smash 100 cats, we got a problem. I'll probably be more quality than quantity. If you smash two people, but both of them was bums, I can't fool with you, right? That's
Right.
how I look at it. Um, but I mean, it's some chicks out here, like I said, putting babies on motherfuckers, and that one right there, bro. Man, that's a crazy one, right? We had a party here one night, and my guy was, this chick we knew was here. My guy was trying to rap at her. I'm like, look, bro, I'm gonna keep it real, smash and dash, right? She even looked at him like, yeah, smash and dash, right? Because she had a
Mm.
baby on her husband, bro. Any chick that'll have a baby on her husband or her dude, you to me that's a permanent you ruin for life. Sorry, not sorry,
Right, right, right.
because that's something that I don't think there's an equivalent emotional feeling for a woman, right? That of, and I'm not talking no physical abuse, no shit like that, right? But I don't think as a man, if you're raising a kid and then you find out it's not yours, bro, I don't know if I could emotionally recover from that. I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
That's yeah, because that's different, man. That's a whole different level. And no matter what women say, even though women have babies, I mean, even though men get bitches pregnant on the side, whatever,
Hmm.
whatever. Not saying that that's right. That's dead ass wrong. Nigga out here
But
cheating,
it
have a
ain't the
whole nother
same.
family. But it's not the same equivalence because it's like she's not raising the child thinking it's hers.
Right, right,
You see what I'm saying?
right.
So it's different. It's like to find out, oh, you got this bitch pregnant, oh, you got a baby, woo woo. Like, okay, yeah, it hurt, but it's like that's different than a man saying like I'm raising this human being, being attached to this human being,
Man, and find out it ain't
physically, mentally,
yours.
emotionally, psychologically, like just like everything, just like, and this ain't my child. Like, man, what? That make a nigga want to snap and do some weird shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I seen an article. It was like this chick died, right? She was married to
Mm-hmm.
this dude. Dude was 36 years old. I don't know how old she was when she passed, and I don't know how old the kids were. They had 3 kids. She passed
Mm-hmm.
away, and then dude found out the kids weren't his. Something led to a DNA test, right?
Wow,
And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Right? Like you raised these 3 kids. I don't know their ages, but the moment you find out those are not your kids, you can't look at them the same. I don't care who you are. I don't
that's a
got that in
fact.
me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody I can't. I
I'm,
couldn't
I'm,
do it.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying that can't nobody humanly possibly work through it. Some can,
I
but
can't
of
look at them the
course you're
same
gonna
though.
sit back. You're gonna look at right. You're gonna look at them. You're gonna be like, damn. It's like,
Every
and,
time,
and
bro.
even my kids, like, damn, like who kids is? It's like, look, they ain't
Man,
got
every
my
time.
nose. They ain't got my eyes. They ain't
Right.
got my face structure. They ain't got my. These ain't but like. It's like, yeah, that shit weird, man. Man, that shit crazy. It's different when you like it's like, okay, look, this ain't my child, or
Out
she
the
already
gate.
got kids.
Right.
Okay, now I'm gonna accept them as my own, and that's even sometimes hard to do to accept another man's kids when
So
you date a woman as a single mom. You know what I'm saying?
so let's
Let
touch on that.
alone thinking one is yours, huh?
Let's jump to that, right? Because this is where I always catch shit. Right? Because I always tell
Mm-hmm.
everybody, listen, I don't give a fuck how cool you are. I could not date a single mom for a couple reasons. One, I need to come first in my relationship. And what I mean by that is I'm putting my life on the line. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at home right now. If somebody broke in this motherfucking house, my girl ain't going to the door. That's my job.
Right,
Truth be told, I want to get shot. I want to get stabbed. I want none of that shit. Right? But I'm
right.
going because that's my motherfucking responsibility because I provide and I protect here. But if I'm expected to provide and protect, and then this little cat do something wrong and I want to spank his ass, not beat a kid, but just oh, your ain't your son, okay, ain't your daughter, whatever. You right? Or some other the daddy call. Don't hey, you can't spank my kid. Cool. If I can't discipline your child, I cannot provide for your child. I'm not about to be last, and y'all expect me to put my life on the line first, right? Like, listen, I'm gonna get up in the order of importance. You know what I'm saying? If somebody break in this house and I'm last, send them kids first. Then your ass go, then I'll go.
Right, right.
Right? So I personally I couldn't do it. Right? And as a black man, especially, we
Mm,
we have I don't know if it's good or bad, right? But I grew up with a lot of cats who didn't have their dads in their life. They had stepfathers, whatever. It don't matter. But when pops came back around, everybody wanted to, we want to know pops. We want to participate with pops. We want to get to know pops, miss whatever we miss, barring any some horrible shit during the split up. Everybody want to know their dad. So imagine you meet this chick and she got a baby. She, baby 2, 3 years old, whatever. You put 10, 12 years in, and then pops come back in the picture. And the kid like, yeah, I want to be around my dad. Like, bro, I didn't put in all this goddamn work, and all my respect flew out the window when the cat who didn't do shit pulled up. I can't have that. I can't take that risk.
right, right. That's real.
I mean,
And that's what makes it so hard. Like dating single moms, and it's like a lot of people is really see. I think what social media did, man, and these platforms and how the world works now with technology is like um I think a lot of guys been thinking this stuff, but we didn't have the platforms to really talk about it. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Um, I've seen a lot of guys on the internet, especially I go on YouTube. I research a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? They talk about they done been stepdads, they done been married, they done been divorced, they done been through all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, it's like with a step kid, it's like you got your stories where it's like, yeah, the shit works out great. Or my stepdad, he was so great, and he was
Right.
perfect, and blah blah blah. And our relationship was like, you have those stories. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking it, but it's like,
That ain't the norm.
yeah, that ain't that's the exception to the rule. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
It's like when with a step kid, it's like an NROI, like a no return on investment. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a big risk. It's a gamble, right? Because you can do everything right, and then let's just say you do everything right. You buy the book, the kids buy the book, everything's great. You and old girl break up because shit that
Mm,
happens, right? That's life.
that's a
Um,
fact.
Now you had a bond with a kid that you may or may not be able to continue that bond with because if there's only so many stepdaddies you can you can have, right? If
Right, right,
you and
right.
her break up, say you've been in this kid's life for 8, 9 years, kid's 12 years old. Y'all break up. You and a girl break up. 2 years later, she made a new dude. Kid's only 14. They get married. Bro, you can't if you ain't the real daddy, you can't come to the crib where I'm at playing stepdaddy with you the last stepdaddy. That don't jive well with me either. Cause now I'm competing with stepdaddy number one, because I'm stepdaddy number two, and original dad. It's just not worth the risk, right? It's too much.
Man, look, I done lived it. I done did it. I got three baby mamas, right? I got five kids, four that's biologically mine. One I claimed from birth from day one that I raised and still get no appreciation for that. Like I've played stepdaddy, so where it's like I've been in a relationship, 11-year relationship with a woman, my one of my kids' mothers, and I helped raise her child for 11 years, and when that shit ended, the relationship with the child ended. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that shit was for nothing. Now I had a kid too, so it's like, but it was different because my kid came over on every other weekend type shit, so
Right.
visitation shit. But like me and her, we lived together in the same house to raise our two kids together. But her oldest daughter was there too full time, so it was like I was a full time dad, and her dad wasn't around at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was locked up. Um, and I put everything into that child, like same with my kids, you know what I'm saying? Being a father, forget all that, you know what I'm saying? All my resources, all my everything, you know what I'm saying? But when that shit ended, and then no, right before it ended, it's like things got like a little sticky because like the child, a lot of kids they kind of become teenagers and start to do their little
Right.
thing
They
and start
rebel,
doing
whatever.
themselves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to put my foot down a little more firm or whatever. I ain't gonna say too much about it because I ain't trying to bash nobody
Right,
or
right.
whatever.
I'm
I'm
with you.
just
I'm
trying
with
to,
you.
so it's like I had to put my foot down a little bit more. And the kid, of course, the kid wasn't feeling it. And then the mom kind of stepped up like, oh, well, I ain't feeling this neither. I ain't feeling this level of discipline. It's like, I'm like, if you can't go by the rules of my house, then you got it. It's time to hit the door. You know what I'm saying?
No
If you
doubt.
that grown when you can't listen to these rules, it's like, it's time to go. And the mom like, oh, well, she got to go. I'm going too. Like, I'm like, what? You supposed to have my back. You supposed to go on the same page. And we a family. We a team. It's like, and so it's like I got a chance to see firsthand, like, damn, when the shit got real, it's like they'll turn your back on you too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
And
I did that before. And
that's
then
that
look,
tough ass situation, bro.
another relationship. I had one of my kids' mothers where it's like she already had a son, and it's like he was a little more active, man. I don't want to say he was bad. I don't want to use that word. I just want to say like he was just like
He was
he was
active.
more busy. Yeah, he was more busy. He did a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right, right.
he didn't have that structure in his life. Once again, his father wasn't around. His father was locked up. Um, so we get together, whatever, trying to intertwine families or whatever. My kids coming to the table like very well structured, very well disciplined because of how I raised them. But her son wasn't. He didn't have that. So we all got together. He's a little more active and doing a little too much. So I had to kind of be on him a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But it
right,
got to a
right.
point where it seemed like I was picking on him. Oh, you always picking on him. You always like, it's like my kids ain't doing nothing. They know how to behave. They
Right.
know
It's a
how to. I
reason
look at
behind
them a
that.
certain way. They know to chill the fuck out because I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a very firm dad. I was like a drill sergeant, and I'm not saying it's like in the back, but it's like you do good, you get rewarded. You do bad, you get disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
mean,
it's
that's how
like
it's
I
supposed.
was
That's
on my
life.
kid's ass, like you know
That's
what I'm saying.
life.
But it's like I also showed them love and affection. I spent time with them, like we did things. It's like I tried to balance it out best I knew how to do. You know what I'm saying? But it
Right.
backfired on me because like I ended up being the bad guy, and the mothers used that against me, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the crazy
Huh?
part. Again, you put in all the work, and at any given moment, you ain't the daddy, and they can snatch all that shit. Or like I said, you bring in a kid who's I, I'm not speaking of your spit, but I'm gonna use the word bad. You bring a bad fucking kid in the mix, and
Hmm.
it'll upset the balance, right? Because if I'm on my shit, so I don't get in trouble, but my little homie over here can act the fuck up, and he don't get in no trouble, I'm probably finna get off my shit and act up too. Right? I mean,
Right,
because
right.
let's be real, kids, especially little boys, we want to act up, right? Shit,
Yeah.
that's all we know, right? You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm feeling you, bro. This is some of the kind of shit I'm hearing about that Catch is going through, man, and I'm looking at it, and your situation is interesting because the dads was in jail. I don't know, or locked up. I don't know what happened when they come home, right? Because that's another scenario, right? This cat come home, he might have left with his family intact. You know what I'm saying? He was
Well, I will say this, like I said, it ain't about bashing or talking bad on nobody. I'm just speaking the real, and I'm
the
saying it
truth
in
is the truth.
as clean of a way as possible. We're trying to keep everything above. You know what I'm saying? Like without, you know what I'm saying? So to
Right,
like, so the one that I raised for 11 years, her dad was gone, locked up for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
right,
He eventually got out, and when he got out, he wanted to tap back in with his child. You know what I'm saying?
right. And I can't knock that.
So when the mom told me that, she didn't want to fuck with the dad. She didn't even want to deal with none. She like, no, I don't want to. And I can understand because like they had a bad history from their past or
Right,
whatever. Not getting too much in detail, but like it was bad blood there with that. So it's like I'm gonna leave that there. But when he got out, it's like 10 years gonna pass. Like this man done grown. This man done matured. He done been through whatever he been through. It's like he deserved a second chance. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
it's like when she told me that he wanted to kind of get back in tune with his child, and she wasn't feeling it. I'm like, no, we don't. That ain't how we move over here. Like as the man in hospital, I said, no, that's no. You know what? Have him come over. Invite him over. It's cool. Tell him come over. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna sit down and have a conversation. We did that as adults. You know what I'm saying? Because we all here for the best interest of that child.
right,
You understand what I'm saying? And it's like she deserves to know her real dad and to be a part of his life. I'm not here to try to say like, oh fuck that dude and fuck him and he ain't shit. Like I ain't never been one type of guys. I ain't never like I'm saying like if he a fuck nigga and just proved it a time and time and time again, it's like, okay, we're doing some bullshit. We gotta keep moving because he on some, you know what I'm saying? But like
right,
I was like, it's been 10 years. So it's like, give this man a chance to kind of goddamn it. He was young back then. He was young. He was like early 20s, barely 21, 22. Like he
right.
was
He was
young.
he was damn near a
Now
kid.
we in our 30s now, so it's like we grown on different levels. So it's like give that man a chance to be a father to his child. You know what I'm saying? He probably realizes a lot of different things and want to move different, whatever. If he do or he don't, at least give him a chance to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So we
right,
had to sit down, we had a conversation. He saluted me for being there for his child, being there for raising his child, 100, whatever. So it's grown shit. So we continued from there, and she started having a relationship with her dad, whatever. Now, how I went after that, that's on them now.
right.
She's a teenager now. She's like
You
15,
did your
16,
part.
whatever, like 16 or whatever. That's on them now. They can go from there now. You know what I'm saying?
No, no doubt. You did
But
your
I
part.
did my part. I wasn't like, oh no, he can't come around. I'm here and I'm no, fuck all that. I don't condone that bullshit. The shit that these women try to do, and I got a chance to see firsthand, like what these women do, they try to replace the daddy or the with a stepdaddy.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying? And it's like that shit ain't cool. It's like if a guy decides to be with a woman with a single mom, and he decides to get with her, whatever, and play stuff like that's cool. But like, don't try to extra real dad out if
Dad is
that
still
man trying
dad.
to be there for his kids.
Right.
And see, a lot of these
Bro,
women, they're trying like, oh fuck him, they bitter, they mad, they whatever, fuck it, whatever. I'm moving on. We don't need you. They get with a new guy, like, oh, we got our new life now. Fuck this nigga. Like,
right.
no,
Bro,
that's some bullshit.
I
And
gotta
that's why men need to stick together on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
no, no doubt. I gotta respect you on that one, bro. And that's one of the reasons, like I said, I'm not. That's a gamble, right? He could have came home and been on some bullshit. Now you on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like it worked out,
I mean, that's a chance I was willing to take.
right?
It's like
You
because
gotta
I
take
feel
that chance
like
if you're
the
dating a
bigger
chick.
cause is the child. It's like first of all, I feel like I was confident in myself, in my relationship, and how I hold down my family, how I run my household, to where it's like couldn't nobody infiltrate that. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh
I
no,
stand on my
I'm not even
square, like
tripping on that.
I'm
I'm just
stand down. I'm a stand up dude. You know what I'm saying? Which like
right.
I'm stumped down about mine. It's like not on no tough guy shit, but I'm a man.
You
You know
can
what
be
I'm saying?
100% on your
So it's
shit.
like, huh?
You can be 100% on your shit. But if he owns some bullshit now, you got to be on bullshit too. Right? You don't got no choice. You got to defend your home, your family, your you know what I'm saying, your peace. But
But
I mean,
I don't know. I just went with the vibe, bro. I just felt like it was like
he needed
this
an
child
opportunity.
deserved. She deserves.
He
First of
right.
all, bro, listen. I'm gonna tell you, it's like if this man could come home from prison after 10 years and tap into my bitch, my chick, excuse
It's
my
something wrong
language,
with
but
your
like tap into
choice.
my chick, then she ain't shit anyway.
Right. It's
You
something wrong
showed
with
me
your
something I needed
choice.
to know.
right,
Man, look,
right.
take her ass with you. I'm cool. Hey, I shake his hand like, bro, you showed me like my
Save
bitch
me some
ain't shit.
time.
Like, take her with you.
Right, no doubt. Nah, I'm with you on
You
that
know what
one,
I'm
bro.
saying? So
I'm with you
I
on
ain't
that one.
insecure where it's like
It's
on
not.
that level to where it's like, because if a nigga can take my bitch, then she ain't my bitch in the
Hey,
first place.
that's the you know what, and that's one of the things I tell my guy. I'm like, bro, I grew up in the your bitch chose me era. Right, you don't get mad at a motherfucker if your girl left you because that was your girl. She the one did the wrong. Right, if she fucked
Hmm.
around, that was on you. So I'm with you 100% on that, and that's one thing I try to tell my homies: don't be insecure. Let your girl do. You know, she gonna do what she gonna do. I got a homies like, man, my girl can take a girl trip, bro. I done seen chicks cheat on the way to the grocery store. You ain't she ain't gotta go far, right? If she gonna act
Right,
up, she
right,
gonna act
right.
up. But listen, bro, I definitely appreciate you stopping in. I know it's kind of late on a Tuesday night, man, but I just wanted to connect with you one time real quick. Let's do this shit again, bro. When I can work through my technical difficulties and shit, I don't know what was going on, but no, definitely, Cho. I appreciate you stopping by and dropping some knowledge, man. Let's do this shit again here real soon, man.
Most def, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep the talk going because we gotta build as a people, man, as a community, as a people, especially as black people. This ain't excluding nobody, but like we got a lot of problems going on within our
Absolutely.
own home,
Eh,
within our own
Listen,
black community, where it's like we gotta figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Because we
absolutely,
losing at an all time high. You feel me?
man. We want our sons and daughters to be safe, bro, and right now they not.
Exactly.
You
And
know what I'm
it's fucked
saying?
up out here. We see it. We see the crime rate. We see, the prison rate. We see what it is. We see the stats. So it's like we gotta step up. As men, we gotta step up. But it's like the women gotta goddamn it stop being so hard headed, man, stop being so rebellious and going against us and get in line and goddamn it team up with us and kinda, you know what I'm saying? So we can kind of build together,
I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying? But we gotta and
choose a
that's
motherfucker
I'm gonna
that's
say
gonna
this real
help
quick before
raise
we
your
get off. I'm
kids
gonna say this
right.
real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Choose a
For
motherfucker that's gonna
people
help
who
raise your
listen,
kids.
look, this is why on my page why I be so hard on the women, man. I'm gonna tell you why. I make a lot of shit talking shit about women, right? Yeah, they may not like how I sound, but it's like it's a method to my madness. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we can get the women on board and get them back where they need to be, then as us the stand up men, us guys, we can start tapping to the men, to the young men, the fellas. Because like right, for example, right now, if a community of us men would say, you know what, we finna get out here and try to stand up for our community and talk to the young black men and bro, you need to do this and do that and blah blah blah. They're gonna be like, man, bro, for who? For these bitches?
Man,
That's all the Kiki Palmer bitches, the Sierra bitches. All they want to do is shake their ass and twerk and like, nigga, you want us to be stand up niggas for them? This is what they doing. They on some bullshit. Even the good, I've seen good women. I done seen good women, no names, but I done seen so-called, I thought was like respectable good women. They want to show off and show their little shit and demonstrate too. It's like, I'm like, damn, them too. It's like,
that attention to
bro, it's,
motherfucker, bro.
come on, man. It's
I
good.
I told somebody, I posted something the other day. I said, man, y'all, I gave an explanation about what a like, what a love, all the different reaction meant from me, because I don't want nobody to misunderstand, right? I'm like, some of
Mm.
y'all treat these likes like currency, right? And it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not currency. I had a chick comment, well, you must care because you come. I said, nah, I had somebody misinterpret one of my likes, right? I support my people, man. If you do something good, I'm gonna like your shit. Man, woman, don't matter.
Right.
Right? If
Right.
you in a rough situation going through shit, I'm gonna throw the little care emoji, right? You know what I'm saying? A virtual motherfucker hug. If
Hmm.
you do some great shit where you looking out for somebody or did something for the community, I'm gonna throw a love on it. But some people
Right.
misunderstand, and maybe I'm just too old and don't understand. But to me, putting a like on some shit don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Man,
ain't
like
how
you
real
said, bro,
motherfuckers
this shit
move.
is like see, we come from an era where we didn't grow up with this shit. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right. It don't
We
mean nothing.
pushing 50, so it's like we know what it's like without this shit. And then we adapted to it later. And it's like, okay, it is what it is in the school, but it's like we know how it is to be without this. A lot of these young motherfuckers, they don't, it's all they know. So
True
to
that.
them, the level of currency is it's like, for example, like back in the days with our parents and grandparents, like they had the barter trade system where it's like it wasn't so much about money, it's about we gonna sell and trade goods and
Right.
services to kind of to get by. But then nowadays it's all about the dollar. So it's like this social media shit is like it's all about the social media. That currency is different, but
Man,
we know
I
how to
don't get
go
it,
without
bro.
that shit.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
We
You know
used
what
to
I'm
go
saying?
outside like our
Right.
validation, if we was looking for it, but we got validated from a whole different angle. It's like when you was outside, you pop out, you stood on your two, or you kind of would stand up, whatever, whatever. You got validated from a whole different angle, like being
Right.
outside or being who you said you was, like not hide
It was
behind no damn
validated
computer
based
screen
on
and
your character.
faking a life and yeah, character and an emoji and all this weird shit. Like, oh, now I'm somebody. Like, no, you had to really be somebody back then.
Yeah, yeah. Back in our day, bro, if you was a stand up dude, you got respect. But it wasn't just like, oh, that's a picture of him. Oh, he must be the man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different, bro.
Right.
Bro,
These
let
fake
let's
ass want to be
I,
Pablo Escobar, El
yeah,
Jefes, and
yeah.
man, get your ass out of
It's
here.
a
Y'all ain't
different
doing
world,
shit. And
bro.
all y'all here killing yourself, y'all snitching on yourself at all time. I was like, the game is different, bro. It's like it's fucked up in a lot of lanes. But that's
Yeah,
another conversation. But it's like,
yeah. Let's
I
definitely
yeah,
put some shit together, man, and do this shit a few more times, man. But like I said, fam, I definitely appreciate you stopping by, man, and doing this shit with me, man. Let's do this shit again here in the coming days, bro.
my man for sure, bro. No doubt.
No doubt, no doubt.